Hi guys, today I want to talk about another question that I get asked a lot, which is how do you deal with the endurance factor of gripping? So the lactic acid buildup in your forearms. Anyone who's competed will know exactly what I'm talking about. You're in a fight, you come out, you can't move your fingers, you can't feel your forearms, they feel dead, they feel heavy, you can't move them. And how do you train to build up the endurance in your forearms so that happens to a lesser degree or just stops happening altogether? The way that I do this, there's loads of different exercises that maybe I'll look at another time, but my favourite way to train this is using one very specific tool. I'll show you now. They're these. This is something that I developed with the help of Magni Power, who are making and selling these at the moment, and we're calling them grip bombs. It's tweaked off a design that I saw Whit Baskin use, who's a old World's Strongest Man competitor. He uses it to build up forearm size and strength. I use it to build up the endurance and the lactic acid threshold in my forearms, with the added benefit of making your forearms a lot bigger and stronger as well. They're small, they're compact, they're not that heavy, they're probably 4 or 5 kilos if that, but they make a really nice training tool. I use these after pretty much every workout, or at least every other workout that I do. So there's lots of different things that you can do with it. I don't bother, I pretty much use them for one very simple exercise. So what you do, they've got nice thick handles on that mimic that grabbing onto the wrist or grabbing onto the gi and stuff like that. Taxes your grip a lot more, thick handles. You grab onto the handles here, you can make it a little bit hard if you want and grab lower down onto the balls. I don't do that, I don't need to do that, it's hard enough as it is. So all I do is I just follow this pattern. You're just going to move the balls like this. You can pretty much be creative and make whatever pattern you want, but I pretty much follow this pretty simple pattern. So it's tap them together and come out, tap them together, come down, out, one arm up, out, down, out, other arm. So pretty much just following this pattern. Now when you're doing this, this isn't going to hurt straight away. They're not going to feel sore, it's not going to feel hard, but it's not meant to feel hard. What you're meant to be doing with this is going for very high reps and working through that lactic acid threshold. As it starts to build up, as your forearm starts to burn, as it starts to get very sore and you want to let go, you keep on working through and working through. And what that's going to do, it's going to teach your forearms to deal with that, to get used to having to tax that gripping motion and holding and squeezing and moving, not just your forearms, not just your fingers, but your biceps, your triceps, your shoulders, your entire arm. And your body gets used to that, and then it's going to build up that level that it can go to, where it can deal with the amount of lactic acid that's being created. So eventually your endurance is going to go up, and also after you use this for a while, not only are you going to feel that your forearms aren't gassing out as fast when you're grappling or when you're competing, but also your forearm's going to be a little bit bigger as well, and who doesn't want a bit bigger forearms? The way that I use these, I go between 3 and 5 sets to failure at the end of every workout or every other workout. Doesn't take too long. You can do 5 sets of these in 5 minutes, 10 minutes easily. So you chuck them on the end of a workout. If not, you can chuck them at the end of a grappling session. You can chuck them at the, if you're not lifting at all, you can do them separately from anything like that. Just do them to failure, and that's 1 set. So when you start, you're moving here, and when you start to get in, you can't really bring them up at all. Put them down, rest a minute or so, and then hit them again for another set to failure. Do that 3 to 5 times. Your forearms are going to feel pumped, they're going to feel tired, but eventually you keep on doing that, and they're going to get a lot better at increasing that endurance in your forearms. These are being sold by Magni Power at the moment. This is the small version. The size doesn't make that much of a difference because it's such a high rep thing. You're going to be doing 50, 60, 100, 200 reps with these for 1 set. So it's not so much about the weight, but this is the smaller version. I think in the future he's going to release a bigger version, but they are on limited stock. He's not stocking these, he's making like 10 or 20 at a time, and then once they're sold out, they won't be in stock until he makes and releases another batch. So Magni Power, go check it out on Facebook. I'll put some links in the video. Message him, ask him to give you a link or to send it through to you. Grab hold of these guys because I find them very useful tools, both for making your forearms big and strong, but also very specifically for grappling, increasing the endurance in the forearm so you can grip all day long and you don't feel anything. Nice one guys, cheers.